Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I mean, today's been pretty crappy in terms of the weather, so it is what it is, though. But I'm out here making it happen for those of you that are interested in exploring Indiana for one reason or another. I mean, I wish the sun was out. I wish it was warm, but hey, what can you say? This is good old Indiana weather. Hopefully by next year, I'll have something figured out to where I can snowbird or do something of that sort. But anyways, I welcome you guys to Converse, Indiana. Now, many of you don't know what the hell Converse, Indiana is. The only Converse most of you know is the shoe. But there is a town called Converse here in the state of Indiana. It is located towards the middle of the state, towards the middle of the state, kind of, sort of. It is located 12 miles west of Marion, Indiana. Correction. It is located 12 miles east of Marion, west of Marion. Marion is east of here. If you go 12 miles east, you'll end up in Marion. All you gotta do is take 18 and it'll take you right into Marion. Anyways, and it's also 19 miles or 25 minutes northeast of Kokomo. So as far as cities that are bigger and have more and better amenities than Converse, because Converse is a small town, so the amenities here at best are going to be extremely limited. I mean, within a half hour of here, you can go to Marion or Kokomo. Marion obviously would be your closest bet. And there's also a small town real close by. It's got about the same population as this area, if I can remember. It's called Sweetster, Indiana. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll have that figured out by the time I upload that video. That video will be coming in the near future. So, and you're looking at, and I'm going to say off the top, and again, for those of you that need to be within reasonable distance to a larger city, maybe it could be because of employment opportunities, or maybe your health is bad and you have to be in close proximity to a larger city for some of their medical facilities. So if I'm describing you, just bear in mind this town is not going to be close to any larger city. I mean, you're going to be 70 miles away or about an hour and a half away from Indianapolis, which Indianapolis is going to be way south of here. And then Fort Wayne is going to be way northeast of here. I mean, Fort Wayne, you're looking at an hour and 15 minutes or 61 miles away. So Fort Wayne is going to be a little closer to you here than Indianapolis. But if you don't need to be real close to any larger cities, if you don't have the need to go to a larger city real often, if at all, I would say for the most part, this is a nice little small quiet town that is definitely worth checking out if you're looking to move to this region of Indiana. I mean, nothing fancy here. nothing all that special. It's just a small, quiet town. And when I say nothing special, I don't mean that in a way that's negative. I'm just, obviously, for those of you that know my channel, you've been watching my channel for some time, or you at least are familiar with Indiana, you should know that Indiana is not the type of state you move to or visit if you're looking for tons of excitement. As I've told you guys many times before, this is the type of state you move to if you're looking for a quiet and safe place to reside, whether it be by yourself or with your family. And Indiana, for the most part, is also a good place to live if you're looking for a place that offers a solid economy and half-decent pay for many of your professions. Now, I know some of you are going to say the jobs up here suck, they don't pay crap. I get it, I got it. But when you compare the wages to places like many other parts of the Deep South, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Louisiana, the wages here in Indiana are significantly better. Take my word. You don't believe me? Do your own research. You'll find out. You'll see for yourself. And of course, you got places like Tennessee and the Carolinas and North Carolina where wages, to be quite frank, I don't know exactly what the wages in those states are in comparison to Indiana. But even if they were a little higher, the cost of living in those states are way higher than Indiana. So, like I said, if you're looking for a place with a solid economy, relatively affordable housing, safe communities, and I would say for the most part, people that are nice and welcoming, I would say Indiana would be, I would say you should put Indiana on your list of places to at least check out. As I've told you guys before, the only thing I dislike about Indiana is the crappy climate that we have around this time of the year, where we got more dreary days, cold, and then of course in another few weeks we're going to start seeing that white stuff called snow. I hate it with a passion, but outside of that, I like Indiana. Indiana's been good to me. Back during the last recession when I was unable to find employment in Ohio, granted, I lived in the worst part of Ohio you can live, which is Northwest Ohio, but nevertheless, when I came here to Indiana, I got a job fairly quick, and just this past week, as I've told you on my video that I made about a week ago, the video where I took you guys along with me to my trip to Alabama. As I told you on that video, it didn't take me long at all to find work here in Indiana, as where when I tried to look for work in Alabama, in the region of Alabama where I was living, I put in applications for an entire week and got that one call. I told you about it on that video, so if you care to know the details, go back and watch my video. I think I titled it something like my trip to Alabama. Bad news is ahead. No. I think I titled it my trip to Alabama. Bad news is ahead. I can't remember exactly what I titled that video, but if you go on this channel and you scroll back, I want to say a week ago, you'll find that video. But anyways, Indiana has been real good to me. In fact, I got a neighbor, and my neighbor came and asked me today if I was gonna be home for Thanksgiving, and I told them I was gonna spend my Thanksgiving with a couple of friends, and my neighbor was like, "Okay, well, if you were going to be home, I wanted to make sure that you had something to eat for Thanksgiving," which was real nice of her. And, I don't take that for granted because, the lady barely knows who I am. I just moved into that area just a couple of months ago. So, whenever people approach me with that type of a gesture, it's heavily appreciated. But yeah, she wanted to make sure I had dinner because she was going to be cooking for her family. Because she was going to have her family come over to her house for Thanksgiving. So, that's something that I never got when I was living in Alabama. Now, I will say when I lived in Tennessee, people were nice like that. But in Alabama, I never got that. So, even though I do have a place to go for Thanksgiving, I still appreciate her nice gesture. So, obviously, I can't speak for everybody when it comes to Indiana. But as far as it goes for myself, Indiana's been real good to me. It's been real good to me in more ways than one. It's just that come this time of the year, I gotta find another place to go to where the weather is gonna be better. So anyhow, Converse, Indiana has got a population of 1,161 people, which is down 8.2% as of the 2020 census. So as of the 2020 census, Converse lost 8.2% of its population. Back in the 2010 census, the population used to be 1,265 people. And during the 2010 census, the population grew by 11.3%. So I don't know what caused the population to grow during that time. And then during the last census, it shrunk. I can't put a finger on what may have caused that to happen. But anyways, the town was called Xenia. I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's Xenia. That used to be the name of this town. Then it changed to Converse. And the name Converse came after, I think this person was a early settler of this area. This person went by the name of J.N. Converse, who purchased a piece of land outside what was called Xenia at the time. I couldn't find a lot of details on that, so that's the best I was able to provide in terms of the information in regards to the name of the town as it stands right now. And if you want to live here, your median rent prices are gonna go from $600 to $1,410 a month. And if you're looking to own, your median home prices are $147,000. Now, right now you can buy something for as low as $94,000. Now, there's not a whole lot of houses on the market for sale because it's a smaller area. And I think housing prices out here might be a little, well, never mind. So anyhow, I keep forgetting to calculate the crime. So let me do that real quick for you people here. Sorry about that. My apologies, all that good stuff. Alrighty, crime here is very low. Your violent crime is well below national average. And your property crime is around national average. To be more exact, your property crime here is only sitting at 3.5% above national average, which is nothing. I mean, living here in terms of the crime is a walk in the park. You don't got to worry about it a darn thing, for the most part. And the racial demographics are 95.5% white and 1.5% Hispanic. And let's see here. I can't think of anything else to tell you guys about this town. I mean, I think when you look around, this town, for the most part, will speak for itself. What you see is what you get. It's a nice, quiet, low-key town. As long as you don't have to be real close to any metro areas, I would say this place would make a very good home for somebody that's looking to live in this region of Indiana. Alright folks, hopefully you got something out of the commentary, and go ahead and enjoy the remainder of this video. And on that note, stay blessed. Catch you on the next one.